If I could only keep 3 Swiss Army knives, these would be it. These 3 give me a perfect combination and the perfect coverage across every situation I encounter. The philosophy is simple. A small knife for on the keychain, always accessible. A medium for urban carry, with an intelligent tool selection. And then a larger, more sturdier knife for when the work gets heavy, including allox durability. These are the Rambler, the Victorinox Compact, and the Pioneer X. Welcome back to Amber and Steel, and let's break down why this combination works. Let's start with the Rambler. In 1991, Victorinox introduced the Rambler with one critical addition, a Phillips head screwdriver. And not just any Phillips head. This is a magnetic inline driver that, despite the size, actually works. Most multi-tools hide the Phillips head on the side of a can opener, with awkward geometry and limited torque. The Rambler's driver rotates forward, giving you proper leverage. The Rambler is basically an upgraded Classic SD. The Classic has been around since the 50s, with nearly 70 years of proven EDC. Spec-wise, this is a 58mm model, and it weighs about 30 grams and has 10 functions. The scissors are spring-loaded and surprisingly capable for their size. And here's a detail most people miss. The nail file doubles as a flathead with enough reach for recessed screws. The Rambler lives on my keychain and is my backup layer. It's the knife you forget you're carrying until you need it, which in my case is easily a couple of times a day. Now let's look at the Compact. Also from 1991, this was Victorinox's answer to a specific problem. How do you maximize functionality while minimizing pocket footprint? This is a 2-layer design, about 15mm thin, packing 15 functions. At 46 grams, you generally don't feel this in your pocket. Here's the context. In the early 90s, everyone wanted thicker knives with more functions. But the Compact went the opposite direction. Minimalist engineering with intelligent tool selection. And it was way ahead of its time. In 2026, everyone wants a slim carry. The Compact is more popular now than it was at its launch. This is the classic affordable Victorinox you dreamed about as a teenager. That romantic idea of the perfect Swiss Army knife. The key differentiator is the plus skills. The Salidor construction allows integrated tools. A ballpoint pen that actually writes, tweezers with proper tension, and a toothpick. The Salidor skills develop a nice patina over time, telling the story of your carry. Allox models cannot do this. You sacrifice skill tools for durability. But in an urban environment, like an office or in transit, in meetings, you need that pen and those tweezers. Also, you get a full-size blade, legitimate scissors, and a combo tool for bottles and cans. Corkscrew conceals a micro flathead screwdriver. This knife is about intelligent redundancy. Office tasks, food prep, packaging, grooming, all in a package that disappears in your pocket. No wonder the Victorinox Compact is one of the most loved models today. Let's move on to the Pioneer X. This one has a story. The standard Pioneer has existed since 1961. For over 50 years, enthusiasts begged Victorinox to add scissors to the 93mm Allox platform. The company refused, citing technical limitations. In 2016, they finally gave in. We waited 50 plus years for this knife. Spec-wise, the Pioneer X is 93mm by 24mm thick and weighs 94 grams, nearly 50% heavier than the compact. You will absolutely feel this in your pocket, but that weight translates to capability. The reamer is aggressive, designed for punching leather, drilling pilot holes, or striking sparks with a ferro rod. The blade uses a thicker stock. Where the compact feels refined, the Pioneer feels robust. The Pioneer has dedicated openers instead of a combo tool. A separate bottle opener that doubles as a pry bar. A separate can opener with an excellent flathead tip. This is old school Swiss design. Simple, strong, and reliable. And finally, the legendary 93mm scissors. Clean cuts without fraying. This is your weekend carry, your work glove knife. Alright, let's look at these side by side and see why they complement each other so well. This isn't about having more knives, it's about having the right knife in the right context. Most people buy one do-everything knife and compromise everywhere. The Trinity approach is different. You're distributing capability across 3 carry contexts. Morning commute, the Rambler's on your keys. Day at work, the compact is in your pocket, professional and discreet. Hiking or weekend camping trip, the Pioneer X comes out. Look at the size progression as well. Small, medium, large. Engineered redundancy. Here's the verdict. The Rambler is your backup layer. 30 grams that solves problems. The compact, urban intelligence. Slim profile, clever tools. The gentleman's daily carry. Pioneer X, zero compromise capability. Heavy duty tools and Alex durability. When the work gets serious. Is this the ultimate combination? Maybe you'd swap the Pioneer X for a Huntsman if you need a saw. Maybe you drop the Rambler for a classic SD in Alox. That's the beauty of Victorinox. You can build your own Trinity. Please let me know in the comments below which 3 Victorinox knives would make your cut. Thank you all for watching, I hope to see you in the next one.